Alibaba just made a move that could quietly reshape the AI chip race. And this is not just another company saying, we build a faster chip. This is much bigger than that. Alibaba has unveiled a new AI processor called the Zhenwu M890. And the important part is not only that it is more powerful than the previous version. The important part is what it was built for. This chip was designed for AI agents. And if you understand what that means, you understand why Alibaba may be preparing for the next major phase of artificial intelligence. For the last few years, the AI race has mostly been about large language models, chatbots, and who can build the most powerful system. Companies trained massive models, launched AI assistants, and competed over benchmarks. But now, the industry is moving into something more serious. AI is no longer just about answering one question at a time. The next wave is about AI agents, systems that can work for long periods, remember context, use tools, coordinate with other models, write code, plan tasks, and complete multi-step jobs with very little human help. In simple words, a normal chatbot answers you. An AI agent actually works for you. That difference changes everything. And Alibaba seems to understand that. The new Zhenwu M890 was developed by T-Head, Alibaba's semiconductor division. According to the company, it delivers 3 times the performance of its previous Zhenwu 810E chip. But the performance jump is only part of the story. The bigger story is that Alibaba is not simply trying to copy today's AI hardware market. It is trying to build for where the market is going next. AI agents need a different kind of computing power. They do not just generate one answer and stop. They may need to hold long context, manage memory, call different tools, interact with software, coordinate with other models, and keep working for hours. That creates heavy pressure on memory bandwidth, communication between chips, and real-time system performance. That is why Alibaba's M890 matters. It is not just built for basic AI inference. It is built for the agentic AI era. And Alibaba did not announce this chip alone. The company also revealed a multi-year chip roadmap, showing that the M890 is only the beginning. Alibaba says the next chip, called V900, is planned for the third quarter of 2027 and is expected to bring another roughly 3-fold performance improvement. After that, another chip called J900 is planned for the third quarter of 2028. That matters because it shows Alibaba is thinking like a serious AI hardware platform company. This is not a one-time response to US export controls. This is a long-term strategy. For years, NVIDIA has dominated AI accelerators partly because it keeps releasing powerful new generations on a steady roadmap. Customers know what is coming next. Developers know the platform is evolving. Data center buyers can plan around future performance. Alibaba appears to be moving in that same direction. The company is saying, we're not just launching one chip. We are building a full silicon roadmap. And that is a major shift because Chinese tech giants are no longer treating domestic chips as emergency replacements. They're treating them as strategic infrastructure. That is where the bigger geopolitical story comes in. US export restrictions have made it harder for Chinese companies to access the most advanced American AI chips. NVIDIA remains the global leader, but Chinese companies know they cannot build their entire AI future around hardware they may not always be allowed to buy. So companies like Alibaba and Huawei are trying to build domestic alternatives. Huawei has its Ascend chip roadmap. Alibaba now has Zhenwu M890, V900, and J900. And both stories point to the same conclusion. China's biggest technology companies are trying to reduce dependence on foreign silicon. But Alibaba's strategy is not only about chips. It is about the entire AI stack. That is what makes this announcement so important. Alibaba is connecting 3 major pieces at the same time. Its own chip, its own AI model, and its own cloud platform. The chip is Zhenwu M890. The model is Qwen 3.7 Max. The cloud delivery system is Alibaba Cloud, including its domestic model platform Balian. Put those together, and Alibaba is not just selling hardware. It is building a closed-loop AI ecosystem. That means enterprise customers in China can potentially use Alibaba's chips, Alibaba's models, Alibaba's cloud servers, and Alibaba's software tools all in one integrated system. That is powerful because it reduces dependence on external vendors. It also gives Alibaba more control over performance. If the chip and the model are designed for the same type of workload, they can be optimized together. If the cloud platform is also built around that same workload, the full system becomes stronger. This is exactly how big AI platforms are built. Not with one product, but the whole stack. And Alibaba is clearly aiming for that. The company also announced the Pangeo AL128, a server system that packs 128 M890 accelerators into a single rack. That means Alibaba is not just talking about individual chips. It is already thinking at rack scale, data center scale, and enterprise deployment scale. This is important because AI agents are not light workloads. If thousands or millions of agents are running at the same time, they will create unpredictable bursts of inference requests. They will call tools, process long context, talk to other systems, and run complex tasks. That kind of workload can overwhelm traditional infrastructure if the system is not designed properly. The Ponjo AL128 is Alibaba's answer to that problem. It packages the compute together in a way that is designed for agent workloads. And on the software side, Alibaba introduced Qwen 3.7 Max, its latest flagship large language model. The company describes it as built for advanced coding and long-running agent tasks. This is where the story gets even more interesting. Alibaba says Qwen 3.7 Max can operate continuously for up to 35 hours without performance degradation. That is not a normal chatbot feature. That is an agent feature. Because if an AI system is going to work like a digital employee, software engineer, business assistant, or automation worker, it cannot fall apart after a few prompts. It has to keep track of what it is doing. It has to stay reliable. It has to complete long jobs. And it has to use tools without constant human supervision. So when Alibaba launches a chip designed for agents and a model designed for agents at the same time, that is not a coincidence. That is a platform play. Alibaba is preparing for a future where enterprise AI is not just about asking questions. It is about delegating work. Imagine a financial services company using AI agents to review documents, detect risks, prepare reports, and coordinate workflows. Imagine an automaker using AI agents to help with engineering, supply chain planning, software debugging, and customer support. Imagine a large business using AI agents to run office tasks, manage internal systems, write code, analyze data, and automate repetitive operations for hours at a time. Those are the kinds of workloads Alibaba is targeting. And the company already has real-world traction. T-Head says it has shipped more than 560,000 Zhenwu units so far. More than 400 external customers across 20 industries have deployed them, including automakers and financial services firms. That matters because it shows this is not just lab hardware. Alibaba already has chips in the real world. It has customers. It has deployment data. It has feedback from industries that actually need AI compute. That gives the company a stronger base as it rolls out the M890 and prepares future generations. This is how hardware platforms mature. You do not just build a chip and hope people use it. You ship, collect data, improve the architecture, build the next generation, and lock customers deeper into your ecosystem. That appears to be exactly what Alibaba is doing. And it is backed by serious investment. Alibaba previously pledged more than 380 billion yuan, or roughly $53 billion for cloud and AI infrastructure over 3 years. That is the largest investment commitment the company has made in this area. That kind of spending tells us Alibaba is not treating AI as a side project. It is making AI infrastructure one of the central pillars of its future. And the timing makes sense. China's AI industry is moving fast. Domestic competition is intense. Companies like DeepSeek, Baidu, ByteDance, Huawei, and Alibaba are all fighting for position. At the same time, U.S. export controls continue to pressure Chinese companies to develop more of their own technology. So Alibaba's new chip is not just about performance. It is about independence. It is about control. It is about making sure China's cloud and AI companies can keep building even if access to foreign chips becomes more restricted. But there is another side to this. Building a chip ecosystem is extremely difficult. NVIDIA did not become dominant only because its chips are powerful. It became dominant because of its software, developer tools, networking, supply chain, customer trust, and years of optimization. That is the real challenge for Alibaba. The Zhenwu M890 may be powerful. Qwen 3.7 Max may be built for long agent tasks. Alibaba Cloud may provide the delivery system. But the question is whether the whole stack can become reliable, efficient, developer-friendly, and competitive at scale. Because enterprises do not just want a chip. They want a system that works. They want stability. They want support. They want cost efficiency. They want predictable performance. They want tools that make it easier to deploy real AI applications. That is why Alibaba's full-stack approach matters. If the chip, model, server rack, and cloud platform work together smoothly, Alibaba can offer Chinese enterprise customers something very attractive, a domestic AI platform built for the agent era. And that could make Alibaba one of the most important players in China's AI infrastructure race. This is also why the Zhenwu M890 should not be viewed only as a reaction to NVIDIA restrictions. At first, many people looked at Chinese AI chips as replacements, products built because companies could not get the best US hardware. But Alibaba's roadmap suggests something more ambitious. At some point, a workaround becomes strategy. And Alibaba may have crossed that line. The company is no longer simply asking, how do we survive without the most advanced foreign chips? It is asking, how do we build our own AI stack for the future of enterprise agents? That is a much bigger question. And if Alibaba succeeds, the impact could be huge. It could strengthen China's domestic AI ecosystem. It could reduce dependence on American chips. It could give Alibaba Cloud a stronger position against rivals. And it could push the global AI chip race into a new phase where NVIDIA is still the leader, but not the only company shaping the future. The most important part is this. Alibaba is building for AI agents before many businesses fully understand how important agents will become. Today, people still talk mostly about chatbots. But tomorrow, the bigger market may be autonomous systems that can work across software, code, data, finance, logistics, customer service, and enterprise operations. Those systems will need chips. They will need models. They will need cloud infrastructure. They will need memory, bandwidth, communication, and long-running reliability. Alibaba just announced all of those pieces together. That is why this story matters. The Zhenwu M890 is not just another AI chip. It is Alibaba's signal that the next AI race will not only be about who has the smartest chatbot. It will be about who controls the infrastructure behind autonomous AI work. And Alibaba wants that infrastructure to be Chinese, integrated, and built in-house. More than 500,000 Zhenwu chips have already shipped. A new M890 generation is arriving. V900 is planned for 2027. J900 is planned for 2028. Qwen 3.7 Max is being built for long-running agent tasks. And Alibaba Cloud is packaging the entire system for enterprise customers. That is not a small announcement. That is a roadmap. That is a platform. And potentially, that is Alibaba's biggest AI bet yet. Because in the agentic AI era, the winner may not be the company with one powerful model or one fast chip. The winner may be the company that controls the entire machine. From silicon, to servers, to cloud, to software, to the AI agents running on top. And Alibaba is clearly trying to build that machine before the rest of the world realizes how big this market is about to become.